In our words today, power, with the definition it holds, is painted as something evil and menacing. Any discussions of power, what it is, who has it, how to use it, why it exists, are immediately thrown upon and deflected with shame and vilifications towards those who wish to discover and understand power. We find it scary. We find it immoral. We find it somehow destructive. We feel uncomfortable and disgusted talking about power, and we try to avoid it at all costs. Yet deep within, we know that we can never truly escape it, for the laws of power exist in every corners of life. To deny them is to lie to oneself, and to neglect them is to remain vulnerable to the chaos of the world and to be powerless against the human nature. Nobody wants less power. Everybody wants more. This is the truth. Power is inseparable to every aspect of human life, from politics to organization to social and to the individual themselves. Power is never static. You can choose to deny it or not participate in it, but knows that if you're not acting, then you're being acted on. And when we think about power, we think of it in terms of the ability to influence others and makes them do what is desirable to us. This is certainly one aspect of power, and almost all human beings innately understand its dynamic and how to practice them as early as a child. For power extends further than just physical force, but also psychological, wealth, fame, networks, or even ideas. With the rise of democracy and egalitarianism, the vast majority believes that power is supposed to reside with the people and distributed equally amongst all. Anything else than this is not politically correct. Any further inquiry is not welcome. The modern society, with its social conditioning, has cast a shadow upon the concept of power over the mass, clouding them from educating on what is one of the most fundamental concepts amongst all society and all people. The result is the denial of power, which unfortunately has become both the cause and the consequences of the conflicts and the suffering we see today. Far too many people are illiterate in the understanding of power. Far too many people fall naive to the political narrative that exists in today's world. And far too many people hold these idealistic thoughts implanted by the powerful. Power can never not exist. Even those who vilify and shame power, swaying you away from ever grasping nor realizing it, are those who are practicing power over you. This is the 49th law of power. You never talk about power. You never educate others about power. You never let others know about your power. A law that is so powerful that can keep society in order and individual in place without much realization. And without much realization, there will not be much resistance nor resentment towards the powerful who wield their influence over you. This is why the thread of politics stain over our life. It flows like water, drifting across each step that we take and confine our directions of life in accordance with the existing laws, policies, state actions, government, and social norms. There can be a balance, no balance or an unstable balance of power, but there will always exist power, and those who have it will use it in some shape or form, and for better or for worse. As wicked as it may sound, power is neither inherently bad nor good. It just simply is. Like a tool that can help you build or protect, misuse of it can also destroy or kill. Hence, as a human being, you must educate yourself and learn the game of power. To understand power is not just to harness the existing laws of power to get what you want, but to become immune to the consequences of power that others may wield on you. It is both a sword and a shield. Weapons, when used correctly, can help combat the constant struggles of the external and the internals of life. Nobody wants to be powerless, for it means to live a miserable and helpless life. Everybody wants more power, for it means more influence, and more importantly, more control of one's life. This is what true power really means. The most important aspect of power that has conveniently left out of all discussion. That is the degree to which we can control our own circumstances, and the degree to which we can direct our own life. It is the power, whether in the form of money, physical health, or emotional control, that give us room to be confident, to be assertive, to be fearless, to then take risks and make better decisions that leads to the path of life that each of us wants to live. It is the power of the steering wheel of our own ship. It is the power that makes us the master of our own life. Understand that without power, we cannot change or affect anything, even within ourselves. So instead of struggling against the inevitable, instead of arguing, complaining, whining, or being upset, it is far better to excel at power, to then protect ourselves, and then hopefully better our life as well as others. Alright, this is the messages. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know down in the comment what you think about this messages today. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.